Hello, my beautiful, beautiful friends. Welcome back once again to Teacup Tarot. How have you guys been and how has your week been so far? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am back yet again with your weekly reading for the upcoming week, and I hope it's a good one for you. I just want to tell you this week, especially, I want you guys to focus on yourself. Okay, no matter where you are, no matter what is happening in your life, focus on yourself because the energies may be slightly fluctuating. So I just want to put it out there. So this week, make sure each and every one of you does something for self-care, whether this is just giving yourself that little bit of a me time, whether this is going out for a walk in nature, or just making yourself that cup of tea and just sitting with yourself with a beautiful book. Whatever it is that really speaks to you, whatever it is that speaks to your soul, do it for yourself this week and come back and tell me what you did, okay, in my next video. Now, as usual, you have 3 piles in front of you. Make sure to select one that really speaks to you, and then we'll start with our very first one, pile 1. Hello, and if you have picked pile 1, then this is what your week ahead looks like for you. Let's take a look at your cards. You have compassion, patience. From your Moonology deck, you have prosperity lies ahead. And from your tarot, you have Star, you have the Hermit, you have 5 of Pentacles, and you have the High Priestess. Okay, now firstly, I do need to tell you, pile 1, that in this specific week your energies are very much inward bound. Like, you may feel like you want to just take time out for yourself, just to sit with yourself, connect with your own energies again, so that you are ready to face the world once again. This is you wanting to think things through, because of course, energy wise as well, we have been noticing a little bit of an up and down. So this week I will tell you, so you need to go with the flow this week, okay? There is also a possibility like you are worrying unnecessarily, worrying about money, worrying about security, probably worried about your job, but there is something in your life that is causing you unnecessary stress. And let me tell you, this is only because you are sort of looking at things with a slightly negative mindset. Please understand that whatever situation is showing up in your life, it is going to be much better. Also, this is also an excellent week for education. So if you are starting a new course, if you want to start a new course, if you want to learn something, then I do believe this is an exceptional week. Also, for people who are into teaching job, research oriented jobs, this is an excellent week. Also, there is this chance where you want to meditate. So for a couple of people, there is a good opportunity that you may get invited to a retreat, or you may just start a new course, an area of course which is slightly spiritual in nature as well. But this week the advice for you is just that: go slow, connect more to your spiritual side and let things come to you. Like, don't stress that things need to happen a particular way, when you want it and how you want it, because this week is not about that. But remember one thing, especially if you're worried about your security, your Moonology deck tells you that prosperity lies ahead. So no matter what your current circumstances are, you are taken care of. One more thing, this is also an excellent week to sort of review your finances. Again, an excellent week to open new bank accounts, look at your credit card statements, because also with the prosperity lies ahead, it is a new moon in Taurus, and Taurus is an energy which is all about planning. So maybe this week you can use for a little bit of planning, make plans not only for now, but for your long-term future. Maybe set some money aside for 10 years from now, for your retirement planning. Excellent week for that. But understand, you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be patient with the entire process, especially for people who have been going through heartaches, or relationship wise, if things are not going that well for you, then this week the chances are that things will start looking better. But you need to remember, you need to focus on the brighter side of things this week, because even if the sun is shining, you still are looking at the darker aspects of things is what is coming here. Again, for people who have been having health issues, it's getting better, but you need time to heal. You need to take time to rest, and take that time out for self-care this week, because this is very important. What I see here, pile 1, is you are just being very hard on yourself, because the card for you also tells you to have a little bit of compassion. See, what happens is when it comes to compassion, we are usually very compassionate when that compassion is for somebody else. But when it comes to us, we are always slightly more harsher. So this week, the love and the compassion that you need to show is towards yourself, okay? Yeah. So make sure you go with the flow. Again, the message is let your worries drift away. So take things easy this week, pile 1. That is what I'll really tell you. Now let us look at your numbers for this week. And what's interesting, for you, the feather that you chose was also the blue one. So blue for me is, the color of emotions. So feel your emotions. Let them come out. Let them go once and for all, and just start healing, because that healing is very important for you. Especially internal healing is what I'm getting here. Emotional healing at that. For your numbers this week, we have number 1. We have number 27. We have number 23. Number 8. Again, with this energy of Saturn, you may feel like the kind of progress that you're making is not up to par with the rest of your friends, maybe your colleagues, but go easy on yourself. The biggest lesson of Saturn is patience. So be patient with yourself here. And again, you had the card of the patience as well, so really makes sense. 26, 29 and 33. The angels are surrounding you with their loving energy. So just go easy on yourself this week, pile 1. Yeah? You take the letters. Okay, you have O, you have A, you have E, you have A again, E again. Okay, that's quite something. You have Y, Q. Let me know if you find your names or your initials, because that's always amazing to know. You have I, you have L, you have V, or you have love. I do believe, pile 1, you need to bring more love into the situation, and bringing more into the situation as in for your own self. You're just being too hard on yourself. I'm just calling you out for it. So please take care of yourself this week. Make that time for self-care. That's again very important for you. Yeah. And you have M. So overall, those are your letters. And again, like last week, I am going to give you one little thing from God's little book of calm, and I do believe we all need it. Yeah. Let's look at what messages do the source energies of the universe and our God has to share for us. So encourage one another. If you meet somebody today who needs encouragement, go ahead and give it to them. More people die of broken hearts than swelled hearts. So maybe, what happens is, one thing that I specifically believe, anytime I am feeling low, or I feel like, I am the only person in the world who has the biggest troubles, I usually try and help somebody out. And anytime you sort of help somebody out, or you become of service to somebody, you will realize that, oh my God, there is so much fulfillment in my life already. So this week, I also want to tell you, make sure to count your blessings and be of support to somebody else. Maybe there is somebody in your life who can use a little bit of support, like you do. And when you support somebody else, maybe that somebody else can support you. It is always about a mutual give and take. Let's read this one as well. Climb higher. Be like the hawk. When it's attacked by crows, it doesn't counterattack. That would be unproductive. No, it simply soars higher and higher until the pests leave it alone. Lighten your challenges by soaring higher on wings of faith. So you are basically asked that maybe it's time to look at your life from a third person's perspective. Maybe the things that you're feeling, the way you're looking at life is just little bit of an off-track situation, so make sure to take a higher ground. Again, like the hermit, you need to reflect this week, and those seem to be your energy. So even God is in agreement, and he's telling us that maybe you need to look at your life carefully. What areas of your life are you really blessed in? And again, prosperity is assured to you, so really you don't really need to worry. Okay, with the number 8 Saturn energy, again, you will get what you deserve, but for right now, go with the flow and be patient with the entire process. So overall, that is your weekly reading. I wish the very best for you, and I love you guys very much. As always, take care of yourself. Make sure you take an self-care ritual, maybe visit a parlor or just light some candles and put some essential oils on and just feel good about yourself. Yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you have chosen pile 2, then this is what your week ahead looks like. Let us take a look at your cards. You have childhood, you have self care, you have follow your dreams, you have you are good enough. Okay, I do see a pattern here. You have 5 of swords, you have king of swords, you have the queen of swords, and you have the death card. And again, I am going to read out to you one little thing from this book at the very end. Now, let me tell you, pile 2, this week there is like a shift, complete shift happening. This is you talking to yourself. This is you thinking that maybe it's time that I move out from the victim mentality. Because there is a possibility somewhere in your life you feel like you have been cheated. The success that you've been wanting for yourself, maybe that hasn't come in exactly the way you wanted, or certain things have not proceeded according to your plan. But this is you taking accountability for yourself and saying, nope, I am not going to play the victim card anymore. I am going to reinvent myself. And I see you doing exactly that, okay? Because for you, what is happening is you are slightly moving out of the zone of emotions and you're thinking for yourself. You are like a combination of King of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. Now, the King of Swords is a very rational energy, okay? It's logic driven, it's thought driven, it's idea driven. So, what you're doing this week is you are looking at your life from a rational point of view. You are thinking about yourself or about your life situations is, how do I reinvent myself? How do I now transform my life in a way that is more suitable for myself and my own energies? That is what you're doing. But again, in this week, what you're doing is you're really balancing things out. You're emotionally very stable. That is what I see. Because this entire death and rebirth situation, it is happening under your control. This is something that you're doing to yourself, okay? Now, you're also managing two things simultaneously. Maybe this is you taking care of your home situation, this is you taking care of your work situation, this is you taking care of your finances. Basically, you are doing it all and you're owning it. That is what I see. Because you also have the card of childhood here, and childhood and innocence is about starting again, and coupled with the death card is about fresh beginnings. You're feeling good about yourself, you're like in control of your life, and what you're doing is you're following your dreams this week. And anytime a person wants to start again and follow their dreams again, destiny supports them completely. Your moonology deck also says you are good enough. So this week, what I feel like, if you have been feeling slightly like not yourself, or you may be doubting your capacities, finally you are back on track again, and you are like, okay, I can do this. Even though life may not have treated me well, even though I may not be exactly where I'm meant to be, but I am getting there, and I'm going to keep trying till I get there. Because this is like a very strong energy for you this week, very solid energy, very grounded energy. Because no plans that you're making right now are just based on fluff, because you have the full moon in Virgo is about planning to the very last details. It's you sitting down, looking at your life and saying, okay, maybe these things worked out because I behaved a certain way, and okay, maybe these things did not work out for me because maybe this was my contribution, and how can I now use these lessons in my life? Like, you're really doing that this week is what I see. But one thing that I'm really happy about is you're moving away from the victim mentality, okay? And that in itself is a very, very promising situation to be in. Again, for you this week, I would like to tell you, pile 2, you should be making some time for self-care. Because what happens is, anytime a person is making transformation, anytime a person is owning their own self, it is important to take care of your needs as well, because your self-care card says drowning doesn't always require water. Because you may have recently gone through situations where you felt like your energies weren't great, there have been emotional ups and downs. You need to give yourself what you deserve. It's great to be in control, but again, it is important to pay attention to yourself. What is happening for you? You are very much in the zone of thought, you're very much in the zone of practicality, but things shouldn't be in a way like you're ignoring your emotions. So please take care of your emotions as well. If you feel like you need to do something for yourself, you need to do it for yourself, okay? So please make sure to take that time out. just sit, just sit, calm down, and just do something that you love. Okay, that's really, really important for you. Again, follow your dreams. For you, I also see for a couple of you, you may want to, revisit your plans. You may want to revisit your money situation. You may want to revisit your future plan situation. If you have had plans for like a year from now, 5 years from now, this week is a very good time to revisit them, because what is happening is you're exactly in the right frame of mind. So whenever a person is in this solid frame of mind, I always encourage them to revisit their plans, because the kind of changes that you will make now to your life and your circumstances and your vision board as well will prove to be very, very productive for you and your life. But you are either way looking at life, looking at your situation from a fresh set of eyes. That is what I see for you. We'll give you your numbers this week. Okay, so your numbers for this week are, you have number 8, you have number 22, you have number 27. 22 can be an angel number as well. You have number 7, number 5, 15, you have 14 as well, and 13. Yes, 13 again with the death card really makes sense. So this week is definitely going to change a lot of things for you, but more or less this is like a change in your internal setup. That is what I see. Let's look at your letters. Okay. So, you have a lot of letters. You have A, you have D, you have M, you have L, N again, S, you have A, T, Y, E, you have a yes. Oh, was that a yes? Yes, you have a yes. So if you've been seeking an answer, the answer is yes. You have a P, you have G, you have X. Okay, right, so those are your letters. If you find your initials or your full names, make sure to comment, because I always love that. Now, like I mentioned, I am going to take little bit of notes from here, because I believe they really help all of us. So, and you guys love it, so I really like taking this up for you. Let's look at what God has to say to you this week. Keep the commandments. The 10 commandments still have their place. The first 4 enhance our relationship with God, while the last 6 help us to love other people. Obeying God's laws lead to ultimate calm. So maybe this week you need to really focus on the commandments. If you are a Christian, of course, you can revisit the commandments. But of course, even in our personal lives, we all have our own commandments, our own belief systems that we stick by. So maybe this week is a good time to revisit those commandments, the basic rules by which you live, because that is going to be very important for you. Like I also mentioned, maybe this is a good time to reflect on where you have been, where you are going, and how that is affecting your life. But again, let me read this out to you. Your relationship with God again, and it is about people. So 2 things you need to be very careful about this week is, 1, to be sure of the fact that you are talking to your spirit guides, you're talking to God, because anytime that you're making changes, that little bit of a conversation with our spirit guides is very helpful. Okay, so make sure you do that. And of course, if you are a Christian, then of course please connect with the energy of God, because God always shows us the right way. Yeah, that's what I always believe. And of course, your own commandments in life, make sure you revisit them. Okay, and the next one is, use your secret weapon. Secret prayer is your powerful tool against life conflicts. It provides you with the divine rays of light to strengthen and sustain you in the dark hours of life. So maybe this week it's important for you to pray. Pray before starting again. Pray before making any major changes into your life, okay? And again, prayer can be various forms of prayer. Prayer can just be, spending time with nature. It can be formal prayer, like a religious prayer. Either way, connecting with God, connecting with our spirit guides, angels, and praying is very important for you this week. Yeah, I'm going to leave here. Make sure to take some time out and care for yourself, because caring for yourself is very important. And whatever changes you're making, I pray that they be excellent for life, and they help you in your journey forward. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, and if you have selected pile 3, then this is what the week ahead holds in store for you. And at the end of the video, we are going to take messages from this book. So stay tuned for that. We also have numbers and letters. Let us take a look at your cards. For you, you pulled out 2 cards from this particular deck. You have Sanctuary, Financial Discipline, Time Out, Adjustments are required. Okay, lot of things for you. You have the 5 of Cups, you have the 9 of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have 8 of Swords. Okay, now let me tell you something, pile 3. This is like a mixed week for you, because what is happening for you is, on one end, you're feeling like you are in control of your situation, like everything is going out well for you. You know what you want, you are willing to work for it. In fact, I do believe, pile 3, you've already accomplished a great deal in your life. You just keep wanting more. So what I see is, you feel like, something is trapping you. You're not able to express yourself in a way that you deem fit. And one thing I need to highlight, especially because you also have the 5 of Cups. Now, 5 of Cups for me is a card which talks about, a certain kind of a loss. You may feel like, you have faced a certain kind of a loss and you're just feeling really bad about it. But let me tell you, your situation is not as bad as it looked like. This is easily a situation which can be rectified. Why I say this is because you also have the adjustments are required. If you change your approach towards the way you're looking at things, things could magically be different for you. Because what is happening is, you are doing well. If you feel like you're not doing as well, I'm here to tell you, you are doing the best that you can. And sometimes that is good enough. What you need to be focused on is the blessings in your life. And there are blessings, because financially, this week is going to be very, very good for you. So, for a couple of you, I also see you, doing well financially, actually building a good solid income for yourself. For a couple of people, this could be also you building your income with the help of a financial advisor. So maybe if you want to take any major financial decisions, take somebody's help or advice, especially a male financial advisor. One more thing for you, pile 3, it is very important to maintain financial discipline, because what I see is, you may come upon a lot of money, and maybe since the money is coming, you're spending the money freely. So make sure to not do that and pay attention to a little bit of saving. See, 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles together is a financial secure aspect of your life. So in order to secure your future, in order to secure your life for your own self in the future, it's important for you to pay attention to where you're spending money. Okay, and maybe that is also an area where certain adjustments are required. Either way, this week I will tell you, you need to reflect on where you can make changes, make them, so that your life becomes so much more better. This week I suggest, don't try and schedule too many things, because you need that time out. You need that time out to reflect on where you're going wrong and to fix those situations. Okay, go in that cave, man cave, woman cave, either way you need to get into that cave. Yeah, now we'll take your numbers for this week. You have number 20, you have 28, you have 22, you have 18, you have number 11, 25, 11, 22 can be angel numbers as well. You have number 14, 44, again the angels are clearly surrounding you. You have number 99 or 66, you can take it either way. Yeah, lot of energy of angels and spirit guides is surrounding you. So you are very protected. You just need to look at life from a different set of eyes. You need a fresh perspective is what I see. Let's look at your letters. You have K, you have R, you have a blank tile, so you can use it to fill up in case you don't find something that is right for you. You have D, you have A, you have M, you have R again, N again, F, you have D, you have an X, oh you have an FD, right? So this can talk about a fixed deposit maybe. So you need to put some money away for your future and not spend so much money on things that you don't need. Basically that is what is coming for you. Either way, these are your letters. I'll just give you a few more because I just feel like these are repeated letters. You have E again, and you have Y, and you have G, and you have an I. Okay, if there is somebody who's preparing for an exam, I always keep getting this, all the best. I pray that you do very, very well, no matter what exam it is. Anybody out there preparing for an exam, Best of luck. Oh, again, there's a missing thing, and you can actually have green. So maybe spend time with nature this week. It'll really help you sort of shift your perspective. Yeah, that is also something that is coming. Now, what we need to do is take something from this book to just help us look at life slightly differently. Okay. Laugh away. Laughter is release and the best pick me up available, so let laughter have its way. Remember, a merry heart does good for the medicine. Absolutely, you need to laugh. That is what your angels, your spirit guide, and God is telling you. You need to not take life so seriously. Take time out, enjoy yourself. Okay, that's important. Make sure to just go on YouTube and watch funny cat videos or funny dog videos that make you laugh, because honestly they just put you in the best state of mind. But take care of yourself. Nature is the best way to take care of yourself. At least I believe so, because anytime I'm just feeling like things are not what they usually are, I just put on my shoes, I just pick up my coat, and I just go out for a walk, and that just always refreshes me. Okay, so do that. Maybe include some greens in your diet, because even that helps energy levels. Yeah, that's again coming through. And this one, remember the Sabbath. Knowing that work and the stress of life can cause fatigue, God has given us a special day of rest. It's called the Sabbath. One day in 7, God tells us to take time out for Him. So basically, you are being asked to take some time out, yeah, like reflect again and time out again. So it is just a double message to reinforce that. And let me tell you something, I completely agree with this concept, because what I usually do, I don't work on Sundays. I never do, because what I believe is, one day of the week I just take that time out, I light a candle, and I just say thank you to God, and I just say out to Lord that I believe in Him, and I believe that even if one day of the week I don't work, that I don't worry myself, I know He'll be there to take care of me. So you need to have that faith in God. That is very, very important for you. Okay, so make sure, just take time out and give yourself what you need, and I believe that is rest and time out. Yeah, again, reflection is very important. Just be mindful about where you're spending in money, and if you can put away a little bit money this week, do that. That fixed deposit, maybe that is a sign as well, with the 9 of Pentacles. Your future self will thank you for it. I love you guys very much. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. I send you my very, very, very best. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.